don't know how Wisp did this strategy, but I want to show you the difference between how you guys executed and the way that they did it. And I promise you, there's gonna be a difference.
I'll give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna just pulling up Wisp versus Wisp Toronto.
Okay. You gonna screen share? Cause I'm gonna pull my Discord over to the other monitor so that I can look at your stream. Do you guys want to cook with this strategy? I was wondering if you guys were genuinely, because like we can see how they did it and we can try and do better at it. I want to give you guys what you guys want, right? So if you guys want to try this strategy again, let's just see how they did it, right? And let's see if we can mimic it in a closer way.
I mean, I think like ideally we give the Tracer the pylon for at least the beginning of that.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then
also, as we're rotating, like give a shot to them. We kind of
just
do we need both?
Because we just ignored our Tracer on cart, and they said nothing about being pressured, so we just didn't realize, and then that's why I think we fell apart. I think we could have executed it a bit better.
You can't find it? Okay.
It's because contender is always a thing, hour-long feature, but there's so many games to go through for what.
Was he cutting out for you guys too, or is it just me?
No, he's cutting out.
The contenders VODs are all based on like hour-long series, so it's like shifting through it. Yeah, so I have to shift through every single one if I want to find it. It's
Fun. Don't worry about it then. Okay. I don't know how Wisp did it differently because I didn't watch that game. But I think that you're right. I think we identified the problem as being is that our Tracer, the way that this strategy works is that we stall on the high ground, right? Because I think we can all kind of agree that this is not a very favorable fight. Let's assume we do get around this corner. We're really exposed, right? We're exposed to their high ground. We're exposed to this hallway here. And we don't really have a safe spot to stand behind besides coming back and giving up the space again, right? Okay, let's assume we walk through here. This is a not fun choke point to be in at all, right? So like none of this space is really fun to take at all. So the only way that you can get value out of fighting this space is if we're getting heart pressure, getting objective pressure, and doing other things while this is happening, right? Because this is fighting a losing battle. So what we're fighting for instead of winning is not winning, is we're fighting for time. And I wanted to show how many seconds in did our Tracer die. So their Tracer uses all of their blinks. That was insane.
30.
That's unlucky. Wait. Then they recall. We're half. Getting cart healed. Okay. We die here. Tracer dies here. I want the IGL or whoever in the moment wants to recognizes this. Go. Ah, shit, guys. Okay. We're not pushing cart. Let's reset. Okay. And then once you do that, you can. I mean, obviously, I don't advise jumping out this way, but resetting maybe back towards the mega, regrouping, coming back here, regrouping cart, forcing out Tracer, and then trying again. Right. Whatever you guys want to cook again, cook again. But yeah, at this point, we need to cut our losses, and we don't do that, so we lose an extra 45 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Not just because of you guys taking this fight, but also because our Tracer re-staggers back in. So yeah, I don't hate this option, right? Like, aw, shit. We lost our fight on the cart. Let's go see if we can trade out and win this fight anyway. I don't hate that option. But because of what we talked about earlier, give it a little hindsight, now we all know this is a losing battle in the first place, right? These angles are too atrocious. They have snipers, they have dynamites, they have nades, they have this long-ass choke point to shoot through. Not a very fun thing to fight, especially down one. So in the future, we'll know here just to reset, but in the moment, I don't hate this call. To just say, fuck it, run it down, let's see if we can trade each other out, so... How do we think our comp? What would we do? I mean, I hate using this word because all of the other coaches that I've talked to hate using this word. But how do we gain advantages in our comp? How do we think we gain advantages with our comp? We don't even worry about what comp they're playing right now. Just like, what are some of the different ways that we can find an advantage with our comp?
Controlling angles.
Right? We're super pokey, right? We're super pokey. We have the Illari, we have the Bap, we have the Hanzo, right? And all three of those three things scream guns. So how does poke find value? You gotta develop your angles, right? Develop your angles. Real quick, just looking at where all of our poke was posted up, that first fight, not very many different angles there. So that's kind of scary. What are some other ways that we can gain an advantage?
The pushing cart method, but aside from that,
Objective pressure, sure. Yeah, one more.
Would be taking space away from them.
Map control. Okay, map control, right? We have the Diva, we have the Tracer, very high mobility. Cool. So those are kind of the two things that we need to be using to try to win these fights in any comp, against any comp, right? The question is which one's more effective against their comp and on what map control we have, right? So looking at their comp now, what do we think that their comp's good at? I'm sorry if I sound like I'm being what's the word? Condescending, but it's really important that we're able to identify what everything's good at, what everyone's bad at, and then playing with that context to move forward with our fight plans, right? Because if we don't have that and we just go with a fight plan, we might end up having what happened here, right? Where we have these very conditional fight plans for things that don't end up working out because we don't take into account what the enemy team wants to do. All right. So, is anyone here a CS major? Just to help make an analysis here. Or
used to be.
So tell me if you recognize this. SWAT? You recognize this at all?
No, actually not.
All right, so we're gonna do something called a SWOT analysis. We've already kind of done it, just to show you where my brain is at. That's how big I wanted that.
Strengths, weaknesses.
Yeah.
Wait.
Advantages and
threats.
Yep.
Right? Strengths, weaknesses, advantages, and threats. Okay, so or what is the A? Is the A not the A?
Isn't the one for CS SWAT like O, not A?
Oh, it is O. It is O. That's why I was like, what the fuck is the A?
That's why I was confused.
What the fuck is the A?
So it's SWAT, not SWAT.
Opportunities. Opportunities is the O. Thank you. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? So our strengths is that we can shoot pretty well and we have a bit of mobility. So our opportunities is that we can take angles and we can shoot back, or we can try and take map control, right? What are our weaknesses in our comp? We kind of suck at what? What do we kind of suck at? What do we say we kind of suck at?
Like,
I mean, shit. We got a little sustain with the
Illari and Bap, yeah.
Right, maybe not as much in the DPS line, right? So I think that we aren't the greatest at that for sure. Other comps do it way better. So I think for now we can kind of identify that. That's fine. If they're shooting anybody else but our Diva, right? Because we're talking about taking angles. We cannot expect our Hanzo to get DM if our Hanzo, Bap, Illari are all taking angles, which is kind of the part that makes me like confused about how this comp plays, because we say it's like pokey, but when we called it the core earlier, the core implies that we all play together. So that's why I'm a little bit confused on how to play this comp. No, hello?
Oh.
Someone say something?
It was some cookage for sure.
It was some cookage for sure? Okay, we can all agree that it's just some cookage though, right?
To be fair, I'm not the very bad composition.
You're cutting up.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Bapilar composition. I think they should have probably ran on a brig or even on a Bari.
I agree. I wanted to switch during this map, but
okay.
But that's they wanted to roll out with this one for this, so we just kind of you can make anything work. You can make anything work.
Exactly, right? And that's kind of what I wanted to go over, was how in any comp has advantages and disadvantages, right? And we're all better at certain things. So being able to identify what those things are and abusing them is how you win games, even with shit comps, right? Yeah. So we could go over that, but you guys are, what, 4.3, right? 4.3? And I'm assuming you guys are looking to play in the next Open Division?
No, currently they're in a tournament right now.
Tournament. We're in a tournament?
Tranquility.
What's the tournament? Tranquility? Okay, sick.
Yeah,
So,
they have a new tournament right now called Ascendant Tier. That's one.
I could not tell you guys the meta right now. Okay, so that is going to be a journey that you guys are going to have to follow on your own because of my recent departure of Overwatch. But what I can do is teach you how to play the game on a fundamental level, and then you guys take all of that information and to apply it to what you guys see as good. Right, when you go into your ranked games, when you guys watch contenders, watch the OWL tournaments going on right now, you guys see what's happening, what's good, and then you're able to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it, right? So we'll just keep going from there. That's kind of my ideals as a coach and what I'm trying to instill in you guys. So looking back at their team, we've talked about what we're good at, right? We're okay at taking angles. We shoot sometimes, right? But we also have a little mobility. So we have to figure out ways to abuse that. Now let's look at their comp. Is their comp really good at denying any of our win conditions? Let's talk about that.
I mean, they have a lot, like, between Brig and Ana, they're very hard to, like, dislodge. And
very hard to dive. Yeah, they have a very strong core, right? With the Ashe Ana Brig, right? Very, very scary. So diving it with the Tracer is going to be very difficult. The Tracer's going to have to be super creative to find value. But that's a good thing about Tracer, right? She's a dive character that can find value outside of dive. Sorry, did someone say something?
Pardon?
Okay, never mind. I thought I heard someone.
No, I was coughing. Sorry.
All good, all good. So we're probably going to end up leaning more into our poke, right? Because we have a Hanzo, they have an Ashe. I think that's a reasonably good matchup. And then we have a BAP to their Ana, which, for the sake of me not knowing the skill level of anybody in this call, I'm going to say that's even. And then our Illari to their Brig. So ideally, we have an advantage when it comes to our poke, right? So if we want to play for that win condition, we can. We have similar map control with the Tracer and the Diva, but because they have the Brig, how does the Illari pocket versus Brig pocket work into the Tracer matchup? That's interesting. I haven't thought about that yet.
The pylon just stays up forever if you don't shoot it, so
okay,
it requires
very
more time. Like,
Andy is very like.
She has a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Larry's definitely got good poke. Yeah.
The longer you are in, like, her range, I guess, the more
basically
likely you are going to die. So
of course.
When it comes to the pocket, it's the Tracer has to fight 3 people instead of 2 while you're just playing, because the pylon, you have to kill the pylon or you lose.
Yeah.
By the time you burn pylon, you burn recall. Like, it's
okay. So optimally, we don't play this backline like a core then, right? We play this a bit more split. I guess you don't really play Brig Ana like a core anymore. You have them a bit more split now too. Yeah. So we want to be playing more split. So that's why I'm kind of like even more confused by the idea, because you guys all know that we want to split up a bit more and search for clues, right? And take map control and give angles to your Kiri, or give angles to your Tracer with your Illari pocket, give angles to your Hanzo, right? So let's see. I want to see how you guys develop the map and do that in this next fight. Now that we've all kind of,
I think initially our idea was just to like take map control and like denying them that high ground to be able to use, and then like by the time we realized that we needed to help our Tracer, like she died, so the fight was kind of lost. So we were just like, okay, well then let's just like.
I would agree with that sentiment. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page fundamentally, right? That's why I'm kind of I really don't want this to come off as like condescending at all. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So yeah.
Oh no. None of this what you're saying is condescending. In fact, if you want to beat any of the players, I suggest it and encourage it.
I come from Catholic school, so you guys gotta watch out, okay?
Yeah, get the nun with the ruler, the yardstick, okay?
Wait, there's no way that comes up as a Torb turret? That's too funny.
Crazy.
Okay, so God forbid we ever play Torb Illari and we get these two fuckers confused in the top down. But okay, let's see how you guys develop the map. I think I like this approach that you guys are taking, right? Have your unkillable people push the cart for a little bit. This is scary. Hold on. Don't walk out this door, though. Oh, wait. The turret's here. That's OP. Holy shit. You had a third support.
And it's Raijin. You don't challenge Raijin.
Oh, you actually don't challenge Raijin. That was a good shot from you. I don't know if he's here.
Cool. No, he is not. But Argo will be him for today. So.
Okay.
Raijin.
Nice shot, Argo. You have window already? That's crazy. I don't know if we can kill anything with it, but we're definitely gonna take some maps control, so that's nice. No way, dude! You guys literally have Argo on your team, bro. This is exactly what it's like playing with Argo, bro. It's like we're just kind of sitting back shooting each other, but then my DPS is better.
So a big thing with this team in particular, the reason why I was saying to focus on tank and support for today, is because at times, like, we also have a different Tracer player that's coming in today, and now we're going to be having a little bit less of this, but we're very reliant on DPS picks in order to go. So they don't actually know, like, how to plan out, like, in situations. Like, sometimes you're just going to be in a stalemate of a fight, so you need to plan around, like, if you're not getting picked, how are you still going to win a fight?
We're trying to find a way to win the game without playing Raijin Go Kill. Is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let's go back and we'll look at that one more time then. See if you guys are being chillin'. No. Where are we going?
Which, I mean, everyone normally says. Yeah. Everyone knows, like, a kill is...
You're cutting out
again.
Everyone knows a kill
is a go button, or, like, at least, like, a pressure button.
Can be, yeah, I agree.
But at the same time, how you're not getting kills, do you still go?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Normally, what would that be? Cooldown advantage? Would it be?
It depends.
Map
Okay.
Control? Are you chunking?
Let's talk about that. That's a great question. What advantages are worth going in on? That's a great fucking question. There's three. And we're not going to include picks. Picks is not a part of this because an advantage in Overwatch, the higher you guys get, your advantage will be happening before the pick and will be enabling the pick. Okay, so there's going to be three things. That's not how you count.
1, 3.
1, 3, and then something else. Okay, there's three advantages that you can have that are worth going in on.
Positioning.
Oh my god, he already got the first one. He actually already got the first one. You have a positioning diff, right? You have crazy map control advantage, and these guys are just all huddled up on a poke comp, and you're playing dive, and it's like, oh, okay, they're all playing together, and we're surrounding them. Let's jump them, right? Easy dub. Give me a second one.
Cooldowns.
Easy. Cooldowns or ult advantage, right? Now, there is something that we do want to avoid. It's something that Coach Spilo calls cheating. Have we heard this term?
Yes. Okay. You skip step macro.
You skip all the steps for macro just because you have this advantage, and it's like, sure, you can do that, but what if you got that advantage just by being cool, right? And winning the initial cooldown trade, and then once you guys use all your buttons, then you use your extra buttons to win the fight. That would be so much cooler. So I want to avoid cheating, but cooldown, ult advantage, very, very worth going in on. All right, and there's a third thing. This one's a bit more niche. Happens a lot less in traditional brawly comps, but it can happen a lot more in sniper-based comps. Just to give you guys a hint.
F? What?
Unknown.
There we go. Focus. There we go. Focus. Right. Let me give you the easiest way to think about this one. Hold on. Hide. I am a Widowmaker. I have a gun, and I'm sitting right here, and I'm gonna shoot you. All right. You hear this Widowmaker shoot 3 times? Little did you know, there's a Tracer back here, bro. The Tracer comes up here, goes, brr, 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 and then all of a sudden, she's like, oh god, I can't be looking at these guys anymore, so I gotta turn and look for the Tracer. You have drawn away the Widow's focus, right? You've taken away your LOS. Now it's time to go. It's time to go and take these high grounds, take this space, push, right? While your Tracer's making all that noise and taking her attention away from you, that's your advantage to hold W key. And this can literally be anything from, like, distracting. This can be, you know, back in, like think Double Bubble from Overwatch 1. Monkey Tracer distract while Ashe and High Charge Zarya shoot the shit out of people, right? That's kind of the idea for a little bit. So those are the three things that you need to be looking for. And each comp does one a little bit better than the other, right? Every comp does something different. In y'all's case, it looks like you guys are really, really down to shoot back and to take map control. Because I wanted to consider Alari very pokey, but then you guys kind of convinced me that like she's okay at like developing space on the off angles with her turret, right? So like she can assist Tracer in a duel and fight for map control that way.
So one thing with is obviously concerned. Like, yeah, she can pylon, but her healing, she has a very high burst healing that goes up to 120 heals per second. That's on like a Moira cooldown-esque. It doesn't work if you like constantly spam it. But she has to be within like a close range, like a Zarya beam.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a short.
So that is a downside. That's a downside of her kit when it comes to it. Just to understand why.
Okay, so oh, my brain trying to wrap my brain around this character, dude. I don't know how to coach this character because shit. I just wish you guys had a Zen and then we could just talk about a poke comp. But we have an Alari, and I don't know how that affects the Tracer matchup. Okay, let's just go. Let's see.
Do you want me to break it down in like a simple way? How
if you can, like, just fill me in.
I'd say she's a brawly poke character.
A brawly poke character.
I
have a lot of mobility.
I would say she's basically Sojourn meets Baptiste.
Sojourn meets Bap? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a scary character. Then why do we play another Bat?
Why we play another Bat? Because of the fact that their like cohesion, especially if you're timing Pylon and Drone together into like an actual poke comp, it's like you just don't die. Like if you have that space and you can hold it, like you just can hold it permanently.
Do you guys often run into poke comps that forces you to use that many resources?
Yes.
Okay, well, there we have our answer. Okay, does this comp fall into that category?
Not as much.
Not as
It's
much?
like it's mainly a hybrid poke. So like basically the even reason why D.Va is on D.Va currently is just due to high ground to act as more of like a Sigma. So even some teams have actually opted right now out of running D.Va in favor of Sigma on high ground maps. Like Numbani is like a pretty much perma Sigma map now.
Fucking hell, dude. This game is so different. Okay. Well, either way, we can still teach the stuff that I'm talking about. So we're going to just start trading. Did we trade? Did we have cooldowns trades before this? Or did we just all press our buttons? I want to see this.
Also, Alari's ultimate is the first support ult that's a DPS ult.
Definitely a murder ult. I can agree with that. I've been in ranked. I've just been IGLing with my duo, who I'm also coaching and teaching tank. And he'll lock Orisa and I'll lock Bastion if we have an Alari, and we'll just win games. It's so funny.
Yep.
It makes all of their ults good, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, because they play into the focus part you're talking about. Also, what I call coordination.
Just like a big thing though when it comes today is just like the macro play of like how we not just are like supposed to play into the other team, but also how we coordinate with each other. Because we also have problems as a team with a lot of dead comms. So
it seemed like a dead comm window. I was gonna ask, what are the comms? Yeah. This is Anarchy here?
Yeah.
Okay. What did the comms sound? Oh, we can figure that out. Wait, we have the comms.
Yep. We have the comms.
We're about to call someone out. Oh gosh, we're doing it. Okay, so
we can't hear it.
You're not streaming the. You're not streaming the Chrome.
Trust.
No, he wants to hear it. It's for him, not us. Because he.
Y'all don't trust me to tell you if you did a bad comm or not? Come on.
Oh, I trust you.
Okay, wait. Moving cart. Can you go around backside? Who is you? Who the fuck is you? I guess we know. Give me a second. We all know. Okay,
me talking to Icarus.
2, 1. I got forced. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear any comms about that window come out. We were talking a lot about trying to play different angles with our D.Va and our Tracer, and trying to figure out where we wanted to put our people, and we didn't really talk about the trades at all. And I don't think I would say we normally don't need to, but there is literally 0 people that are shooting through this window. So you hop up here. I think you see like 4 people here say, "Aw shit, they're gonna fucking murder me in a second if they're any good," right? Because you just dropping out here is
Pretty
super
much.
good, right? And then you say, "I want to be even more intimidating than them," so you use your ult to
That's
scare
kinda
the
what it
shit out of them.
is.
Right? So then they all go, wait, watch it from their pub. They all, instead of saying, wait, just kill the bat, they go, and they all run away, right? Like, it works. Don't get me wrong.
In
but it
in
gets
my
better
head
playing.
there, I
Okay.
get, well, I drop out of that window, and then
Mhm.
I see that we're like in this weird position with the cart, and I don't want Diva to be able to just like stand there and stall us out.
No.
So I figure if we window, then it's enough pressure to
Yeah.
make them back up, so we can at least move cart forward enough to not be stuck in this choke.
Yeah, and I think I don't know who I want to point and laugh at, so we're gonna point and laugh at everybody, with all 5 fingers. I want to say this is a combination of you not necessarily asking to make this play in the first place, and also a product of our team's cluttered comms. Let me switch screens to show you what I'm talking about. As much as I love a little 3-2-1 hit, like I love that shit so much. What I really don't love are 3-2-1s. I'm able to go here. I think that those comms cluttered our ability to coordinate this window. While also, you're also to blame because, you know, you didn't ask to coordinate the window. We come here, we'd lose, forward. So, moving cart.
Can you go around the backside, like this back angle, Icarus?
Can you go around this back angle here, Icarus? I'm assuming you're pinging so that he knows what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about, so bad.
Yeah, give me a second.
I guess no, that's too Valorant comm. That's too Valorant comm of me. That's fine. That comm you made was fine.
Can in 3.
I can in 3, 2, 1. What are we doing in 3, 2, 1? We're going somewhere? We're not even calling a dive? Are we calling a dive? Do we know what we're calling here?
No.
No? Okay. So a little overcomms there, right? I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. So a little overcom. That's a part of the problem. Secondly, Anarchy, if these guys are saying dumb stuff, just clear comms. All right? A quick little clear comms. And then here, I'm going to window choke. Let's go push up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That's the shit I want to hear you guys 3, 2, 1-ing, right? Not, I'm going to go to the left in 3, 2, 1, you know? Or I'm going to begin to do my job now in 3, 2, 1. Like, just do your job, you know?
3, 2, 1 is like when you actually have a target or you have like a focus that you're trying to accomplish something and you're doing it.
So the point of 3, 2, 1 is not necessarily that you're letting your team know when you're going to do your job, right? You just need to do your job. Yep. What you need, the reason why you 3, 2, 1 is so that you can give your teammates a bearing of an understanding of when they need to do something based off of their actions, right? So the reason why you 3, 2, 1 a dive is so that your Tracer, your Winston, your Genji, your Diva, whatever, your Wrecking Ball, all press their buttons on the guy at the same time. Because it's very important that they don't get whatever cooldowns they need to save that guy out before you kill him, right? 3, 2, 1-ing your job doesn't really... You don't really need to tell other people that, right? If it's not directly impacting somebody else's actions, there's usually not a reason to 3, 2, 1 it.
Oh, you're first out.
So,
Okay.
All right, let's go back and let's watch the comms right
Angle
before this
Icarus?
window.
Yeah, give me a second.
Can you go, Icarus?
Can in 3.
I can in 3.
1. Oh, you're first out.
I got 4.
Okay.
Right. If you had said just yes, I can go, like, and then you did it, and then your Diva went with you, it would have been great, right? And then maybe there's a chance that Anarchy goes, hey guys, I'm going to window here. You guys ready? Ready to swing? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Then we all swing together, right? And that's the optimal way to go about that. So let's go back. I don't want to waste too much time on this one fight. So we all see the problem with that comm. All see the problem with that. I like this play. I do like the play, by the way, to like use this to get them off this angle. But if you do it with your team, it's 50 times better. It's not an awful window at all. I do think that into the Diva, it might be a bit more efficient to obviously get DM out first, get things like nade out first, you know, so that they have less chances to bail themselves out. But you know, that's just being nitpicky right now. What we need to work on is the simple macro stuff like we talked about.
You're still streaming YouTube, by the way.
That is what I'm streaming. Oh my god. This guy's a fucking coach noob, bro.
No, you were streaming Fortnite.
I was actually streaming you guys my Fortnite clips. Did you guys like them?
No, I want to see your creator code.
You didn't see my 90s, bro? Holy shit, they keep peeking Raijin, bro.
Yeah, you don't push Raijin.
You actually don't push this guy. Holy nade. Okay, so we talked about we want to see our comp. Do we want to see our comp tanking angles? I don't even know. We just kind of sit together and shoot back and wait for us to kill the bad guys. And then their diva feeds her brains out. Oh my god. And then they throw their last chance of having a tank into the middle of your team. I'm so confused.
You're gonna be so stoked to see what happens. Like, you're just not ready.
And then they just keep giving us 1v3s or something? Oh well. These guys aren't really giving you a chance to mess up yet, except for that first fight. And that was only because you information starved yourself. And that's not really macro that we're talking about right now. Do we like that pile? Is that breakable? Oh, okay. Well, he didn't want to break it, so.
It got shield. It's chilling.
It got shield. He's being chilling. What is this diva doing? Not you, Felicity. You're doing fine. See, look, your tracer gets... okay. So if why is our tracer separated from our Alari? Genuine question, not a question that's like already answered. Like, why is our tracer not with our Alari? Is there a reason?
We were setting up a dive on Brig.
Okay.
And he got forced out, so I came in. He's sitting on top, right behind me.
Okay. So, we talked earlier about how we think that Alari with Tracer is stronger than Brig with Tracer. That doesn't matter if we don't have our Alari with our Tracer, right? Or at least not the pylon, right? So, I don't know if the playstyle that we talked about is what we're actively thinking about when we're going into these games and fight planning. I genuinely do think that, like, if you guys really want to cook, the 3-man here could just be Bap, Hanzo, Diva, and then Alari, Tracer, Cook. Like, that could be a thing. Is a lot, but I also think Alari might be too fragile for that. So I don't really know. I don't want to give you guys bad info.
That actually normally is, like, the team that we were even playing today, like, sure, it's the Rissamir. That's mainly what they do. They send their Tracer and Alari as the duo to kind of just
okay. So I wasn't cooking. I wasn't overcooking. I was somewhere on track.
No, your mind was in the right place.
Just want to make sure my heart's in the right place, you know?
I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, and that makes sense with the Diva comp too, because then you can just have the Diva join on the initiation.
Exactly. Your diva needs to be protecting the people who are liabilities, like your Baptiste and your Hanzo. I don't know if... Dude, I feel like Alari is just so scary. I don't know if she's that much of a liability. She heals herself for 40 heals per what, 0.9 seconds now? Or is it 30 now? They nerfed it?
30.
And yeah,
also,
so she has
as well too, her... If she gets a headshot or 2 headshots, it's 2 kill and 3 to the body.
Okay, so she's not a liability. The only thing that I was worried about is that Alari was being too much of a liability, right? It'd be like sending an Ana with a Tracer. That's what I was worried about, like, or a Mercy with a Tracer.
No,
so
it's
like,
much closer to a triple DPS. It's basically like a triple DPS.
Okay, so yeah, so we have no reason to not have the 2-3 split be Kiri Alari with Tracer, with Alari, Tracer with Diva, Bap, Hanzo. So in the future, when we do have our splits and we do go for taking map control, Diva can for sure assist them, like right here. Like if like their Ashe is right here, you just like fucking boost her up, shoot her, she goes, runs away, and then your Tracer Alari can take the space after you. But afterwards, I do want to see you float back towards your Baptiste, because at the end of the day, their dynamites are going to be the things that are the scariest to your Baptiste. Their headshots are going to be super scary to your Baptiste. Their nades are going to be super scary to your Baptiste and Hanzo. Even the Tracer Diva dives are all scary, right? So those are things that you got to be looking for to protect your core, which is not your Alari nor your Tracer. Felicity, I do like you trying to get your mech back here.
I'm just trying to die, man.
Yeah. Let's just
Try
look
to
at
hit the rope sail. No
I'm gonna look at a little Diva Tech real quick. I'm gonna watch it. Don't really
you
care
mean
as much about the
that bomb?
fight. Good eat. Unlucky. Whoa, you were taking way too much damage, and you have way too much DM. Okay. A good threshold for you to be looking at, for you to try and protect, not only is 0 health, but is also your armor. All right, so you already know this, though. I don't need to tell you too much, but playing to DM around your armor will increase your effective HP by a significant margin. So I advise you use that as your gauge. To if I am low, I start using this. What is that low number? That low number needs to be probably your armor threshold. That's just a good rule of thumb. So you get low here, you start peaking, you drop your DM. Oh, it's because you flashed your DM a little early to catch the nade. Yeah, right. So you flash the DM here to catch the sleep dart. Sorry, I'm a tank player, so this is why I'm kind of nitpicking here. And then you flash the DM here to catch the sleep. And then once you swing out here and you start taking that damage, you just drop, right? You just drop immediately because you know you don't have that DM ready. Taking this extra damage and then flying back up into the aggressive position is just like, fucking scary. And because you use your boosters to come back up here, right, to retake this position, when they say, no, fuck you, we have more resources, we're winning this, and then they punch you in the mouth, you don't have the resources to get away safely. So I wanted to talk about your baby diva, but I think there's a learning point here for your mech diva. It's really, really important on diva, especially on the maps where you can't off yourself very easily, to keep yourself in mech as long as you can. Not only does that increase the time that your supports have to get ults by a lot, or increases the chance that your supports have to get ults a lot, but it also increases your APM by a lot. And being a diva player, that should be very important. Unlucky, lose mech. Can you cancel that turret on Alari? Can you break that?
Yeah, F.
Yes, you can.
You should not replace
do it, though?
There's no cooldown for replacing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just wondering.
but if it's not no cooldown for replacing it, and if you take any spam or damage at the time while it's going on, or and then you break it, it's a 12-second cooldown. Or if they break it, it's a 12-second cooldown. So it's a really pretty long cooldown if it's broken.
I see. I don't want to talk about the diva micro too much, but that's just a little diva tip for you.
Thank you, Ice.
Illy.
Wait, Ice, are you the person who taught Argo the term cooking? Because you're saying it a lot, and I'm just like, he said that to me once upon a time.
You guys gotta ask him. I don't know.
I think you were the same person who taught him the cooking acronym.
Could have. I don't remember. Me and Argo have only known each other for like what, a couple months now, 6 months. So
yeah,
maybe.
guaranteed it's you. Because when he,
cool.
yeah.
Oh my god, look exactly what I talked about happened. Wait. Do we see it? Do we see what I talked about earlier? Their Ashe took this fucking angle top right? Now this is the part where Diva goes top right, yeah? Granted, their Brig is kind of okay, their Ana is actually cooking. but this would be the moment in time. If their Ana wasn't free and you saw that kill, right? If they were a good team, they probably, you'd see this angle here and you'd be like, whoa, this guy is also cooking way too hard. Let's focus on taking this high ground, right? And then your Tracer or Alari start walking up while you're fucking running in this guy's face and DMing, and then he runs over here and now you come back to your team. That is how the flow of this fight generally should be. But because the Ana gave you a freebie, very nice. Good job recognizing that. No problem. All good. And then look, their Diva gave you a freebie, okay? So I want to recognize that we're not winning these fights because we're being smart and we're taking map control. We're recognizing all these fights winning all these fights because they're killing themselves. They're committing seppuku. So tomato potato, right? So all right. I think we all know that was a whiff. That was a fat finger. That was a fat finger. I'm not gonna coach it. You guys know what the problem was. Good job. Good job demecking, Felicity. Good job demecking. And look, dude, your Lori wants so bad. Delphi wants to leave. She doesn't want to be here, bro. She's like, let me go cook. Let me go flank with my Tracer. And then Baptiste and Diva are like, politely, but you are our cart queen now. You are our cart princess. Okay? So one of two things. Tracer and Alari are going to be cart cooking together, or you guys switch, okay? Now, arguably, in this position, Tracer and Alari could be card cooking together because this is such a strong position for Hanzo Bap, right? You guys can actually eat like shit on people up here, and then if they try to dive you, your diva has the mega pocket. So if that's the case, sick. I want you guys to be on the same page though. I want. You could arguably be even more greedy and be like, fuck it, just put Bap on cart, and if we need heals, I don't know, we'll go fuck ourselves. I don't know. I see every time I try to rationalize something else. It's
Bap
like,
got Jordans. He can always jump.
Bap got Jordans. He can jump up and help you guys.
Have the
So
pilot, so.
exactly. So and then Icarus is over here fighting fucking World War VII, alone on the Mega, without his break pocket. So he's crying in the club, and then we throw our turret to fight right here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. No more being rude. We're gonna look at this from an analytical perspective. It's okay though. Their diva's still out of mech. Their Brig tries to roleplay as being their tank, but we're gonna punish her and kill her, aren't we? No, we're not, because their Trace is gonna commit suicide first. Let's go. All right, next fight. Goofy gaming going on here. So, just to kind of recap, what we should be doing is if we want to be playing for our angles, right? We have our Tracer, Alari, maybe cook cart here, maybe just Tracer, since Alari can probably provide enough support for Tracer up here, right? So you have your Hanzo Bap, Diva, Alari, maybe sitting up here. Maybe you guys split up and search for clues. If you guys have time to come over here, that'd be optimal. If not, okay, that makes sense. And then you have your Tracer push cart, right? And you can ping pong your Diva and Tracer back and forth onto the cart here while you give time for your Alari and your Hanzo to be getting these picks, right? Treat it like, did you guys ever study dive theory back in Overwatch 1?
Mm-mm.
So there was this concept called ping ponging, right? So if you were on defense, you would ping pong your diva and your monkey back and forth from high grounds to stall as much as you can safely, right? You can do the exact same thing here with Tracer and Diva. So you have Tracer push cart, we pocket him with Bap and Alari, fucking unkillable, right? And then, okay, well, maybe she forced recall, now it's not as safe, or maybe the angle for Ashe gets a little bit too good. Now, Tracer kind of falls back, right, gets pocketed a bit more, comes to a safer angle, and then Diva comes in and touches cart, right? And then we do this while the Tracer cooks somewhere else, right? And it's like, okay, well, maybe now the Diva's getting low, so then we ping pong back and forth. And all of this time, it's like, well, we're not going to win a fight doing this. No. The end goal here isn't to win a fight. We're playing for our Pokemon condition, right? So all this time, we're letting our Hanzo get angles on these guys, we're letting our Bap shoot people, letting our Alari maybe get a headshot on their Tracer. Those are the win conditions that we're playing for. So that's another little strat you guys can cook up if you're playing this Poke mobile hybrid. So yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to yell in the mic there. That was funny. Okay, so we see the value of having Diva on high ground with our team, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, example A. Fucking Ashe. Ashe sent our... Yeah. Oh no, our Diva thought she was a dive tank, and then she went to go fight someone, and then we died. Okay, that's unlucky. So that's a really difficult thing about Diva, though, right? So I'm not gonna blame you for that. I think that without prior knowledge of this, I'm not gonna cook you too hard on this. But now that we're here, we're gonna talk about it. Diva is really not a proactive tank. Generally, the more aggressive Diva will lose the matchup more often than not. So when I see you boosting forward like this, it really scares me, because yes, into some comps, into some poke variants, the D.Va does need to be the playmaker and be aggressive. But like we talked about earlier, in this composition, we aren't playing primarily for our dives, right? It's never really a thought process. We're using our mobility to take map control, not to execute people, not to catch people out and you know, explode them with micros and tracer pistols. We're doing it to stall time and deny angles from their poke so that our poke can find the most value, right? So when I see you boosting in like this, I feel like the priorities of what our comp does is not in the forefront of your mind, because these boosters tell me that you want to go, murder. I'm going to carry this fucking game, and there's nothing these guys can do to stop me. And you're right, they can't. So then the enemy team fights your backline better than you can fight their backline, because they're on a brig and you're on Baptiste without a brig, right? So just thinking about the mindset there, it's something you have to look at. And that's really something you can take into your ranked games too. More often than not, the more aggressive D.Va is going to lose the mirror. Mainly just because her kit is so incredibly reactive with her DM, and it's incredibly flexible with how low her cooldown is on her defensive abilities and her mobility. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Let's keep going. I mean, how long have I been here? I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time. How much?
An hour.
We've been here an hour?
We have until
Yeah.
8:45.
Have until 8:45. I won't keep you guys here the whole time because I don't want my first impression to be, Jesus Christ, that guy was a snooze fest. So we're gonna go over a couple more fights on offense.
You've been talking to Aiden for too long.
Their host, by the way.
What's up?
There? Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're the. Oh no, I'm saying because we have a featured casted game today.
Y'all have a casted game today.
Yes.
Okay, how long? How long? You guys need a rest before this. I don't want you guys to have Overwatch in the brain right before.
9
It's a
EST.
9 p.m.
9 EST, so 45 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna skip the rest of offense. I think I've kind of covered the gist of what was wrong with the offense. I think that we didn't really understand the identity of our composition. Therefore, we weren't creating fight plans around it. Being we want to take angles and give chances for our for Raijin and Delphi and Anarchy, not just Raijin. Okay, you know, we didn't want to talk too much about that, but that is really what your comp plays around, right? Your two-man dives with D.Va Tracer are going to be few and far between, and strictly based off of if you find a mistake from the enemies. So that's not something I'm going to talk about. That's very flexible. You guys can find that mid game, okay? Is everything I'm saying making sense? Is it like if I've said something dumb, please cook me. I'm still new as a coach. I'm trying my best.
You're good.
right.
This one we ended up swapping Anarchy and Delphi around.
Before we move forward, can any other questions about our offense? If anybody has any questions, I haven't asked that fucking once yet, so I'm sorry if I've just been blabbering. What's the word? Any questions?
I'll just DM you.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk. Here, you know what? DM me now, and if you want, just so we can have the question solidified, and if it's gonna take longer than like a few minutes to answer, we can talk after your match, because I really do want you in the game for your match. I don't want you to be overwatched out right before your match, if you don't mind.
It's gonna take me a few minutes to like type it out and think, because my brain is slow. Okay. That's why I'm DMing you.
Well, here, do we want to take, since we've been here for an hour, take like a 5-minute break? You do that, and then we'll come back in a second, and I can quickly breeze through defense, so that you guys have enough time to rest up before your game. Okay.
I can just do it like, because
right now?
I'll just do it like before the game. Like, okay. I'll DM you.
If we're all good, I'm gonna keep going then. All right.
Yep.
It sounds like that's the vibe. So I will adhere to the vibe. Awesome. Go. How long are we gonna be in here? Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, here we are. Did they do the same thing? That shit is so funny. You guys are inspirational. You guys are actually inspirational. That is too funny. Please tell me they make the exact same mistake you guys did. Wait, what?
They get held here for almost the 4 minutes.
They do. Yeah.
Wow. But they end up like edging them out on the map.
Okay, wait. Let's go back to our SWOT analysis. Okay. Our comp has stayed the same, right? We all know what our comp is supposed to do with our characters, right? We're supposed to deny angles with our mobility, and we're supposed to play for shooting back. Okay, that's our comp. What is their comp good at? What is their comp really fucking good at? What is their comp really fucking bad at? Let's talk about it.
They're good at dive, and then as they take that space,
executes with their dives. The Winston Tracer, fucking Ana, scary. That's scary. That needs to be a big focus here. But you guys have a D.Va and a BAP, so that's really a good matchup for you guys, I think, meta-wise. Let's talk about other things their comp is good at.
Angle control.
With?
Widow and Tracer.
Yes, that's what I love to fucking hear, right? Monkey isn't as good as that as D.Va, right? Monkey is very cyclical in his space control, right? When he goes in, he press button, bubble break, he gone, right? It's very cyclical like that. He'll go in, he'll break his bubble, get his value, he'll leave, right? D.Va is a bit better at that than him. So I think you guys have that advantage. What they have over you guys, like we talked about, is they have the Widow. So it's kind of scary, but you guys have a Hanzo, so that's not a bad matchup either. I think you guys have a way better comp than them, pound for pound. Only because of the individual niche of like this map and like where their Winston has to go to actually hit anything. And yeah, I think this is going to be a really good matchup for you guys. What you guys tell me it is, so that makes sense. Let's cook. Let's put it on 2x speed. Let's see what the fuck they do. Do they cook? Their Widow, okay, their Widow's not playing in a spot to get packed, so she's running for minis while she's half HP. And then their Monkey goes in while they're on hitting their Widow, so the Monkey misses his bubble and drops. It's just, this is a fuck fest. Hey, but you guys are controlling the space right now. They're feeling the same pain that you guys did because they're committing to it. They're staying here, right? They're like, hey, let's keep fighting this awkward-ass angle. They hit a good nade, so it was scary for a second, but Alari good, so she just jumped away. A better Monkey might punish you here. So a better Monkey and a better Widow might punish you here, Felicity. So you need to watch out for this. This seems to be a common theme with your aggression on D.Va. More often than not, you not doing anything with D.Va into their comp is scarier for them. Yeah, it's scarier for them, right? Because the longer that... I want you to think of it like a revolver, right? Every time you shoot a gun in your revolver, they count down from 6. They go, okay, he has 5 bullets left. He has 4 bullets left. 3 bullets left. And then once he gets down to that last bullet, if he shoots it, that gun is just a glorified short-range club, okay? I want you to think of your boosters as your one shot in your revolver. If you shoot your shot, that 4 seconds until you get your boosters back is an opportunity for you to get punished by the enemy Monkey by jumping your backline, okay? So yeah, that moving forward, I think that's how you need to think about, especially into a Monkey whose end goal is like, hey, let me watch for this D.Va. Let me watch for this D.Va, wait for her to boost her if she does do it, and that gives me a window to go on their backline, right? That's the one thing the Monkey does want to do. Unless his name is Nervexia and he jumps on the sleeping D.Va, okay? Any other Grandmaster plus Monkey won't do what he did, I hope. So yeah. So you guys actually punished the shit out of them for playing this awful angle. I honestly wish they had done that to you, but they didn't, because they were on a break Ash and they didn't want to hold W for some reason. That's all good. So we go. Yeah, you just see, look at that. Look what happens when that Monkey doesn't give you time to waste your button. Let's watch it. Let's watch exactly what happens when that Monkey doesn't give you time to waste all of your abilities. He's gonna jump up. He's gonna go, oh, I'm chasing you. Oh, and then he's gone, right? he just can't do anything. You're just full destroying him. That's what we want to see. That exact cooldown cycle. You in this Monkey, this is what I want to see. There we go. Okay, so maybe this isn't as big of a problem as I thought it was. Awesome.
No, it gets closer to the second point. Right now, the natural map geography kind of made them play a little bit more to the right style, you know what I mean?
Let's see. When do we get past this part?
It's like, yeah, right around here.
Right around here? Why were you so late? Hold on, let's watch why you're so late here, Felicity. I'm only cooking you because I'm a tank player, and that's all I know.
It's
okay, you lost your vision. You info denied yourself, Smile. That's unfortunate. That's okay. It's a little unlucky. We can call it unlucky. but I don't want to call it unlucky because you should be looking for these guys' cooldowns, right? They're on the Ashe again. They're on the Ana again. How are they going to gain an advantage in this comp? Well, they can't really take map control from you, right? They can't take positioning from you because you guys have the Diva, and pound for pound, the Monkey Diva. And we already talked about the Brig Tracer isn't as strong as the Brig Alar or the Alari Tracer, right? So they're not going to be able to force you guys off of any angles. How are they going to get rid of your focus? They're not really going to be able to do that either. So the only way they're really going to be able to do it is by yeeting cooldowns or ults at you, it looks like, right? Am I...
Well, that's what I meant, the nade combo with dynamite to force cooldowns and resources.
Yeah, exactly. Going back to like the three advantages that are worth going on that we did up in the sky here: positioning, cooldown or ult advantage, or focus. Their comp doesn't enable them to do the first or the last one. So the only chance that they have at winning this is by hitting those cooldowns. And you tucking here and trying to come over here tells me that you aren't actively thinking about their win conditions. Not just your win conditions, but their win conditions. Their win conditions are going to be hitting those cooldowns, right? And because you weren't thinking about it, this guy gets naded and you don't eat it. And then your BAP gets jumped and you're not here for it, right? And then you go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, it's okay. We forced primal that guy's dog water, right? You didn't coordinate the dive well. Don't get me wrong. And you punished it. So good job. But it could have been way scarier if they were a better team. Poor Delphi. Poor Delphi. Right. So just more of the same. Delphi got ignored. Delphi got dove. Our core was a bit too split. And we spread our resources too thin with the Diva. So, and that's not just on the Diva, okay? I know I've been cooking Felicity, but it's not just on the Diva. That's also on Raijin, and that's also on Delphi for not talking about the angles that they wanted to play beforehand, right? Because Diva doesn't give a shit what angles you guys play. She'll be there either way. She's not sniping. She's there to DM you, to keep you alive, right? So as long as she's with you, right, and we talk about where we want to play beforehand, and we're consistent with that, then afterwards we can talk about whether that was the right place to play, period, right? But until we get like until we learn how to crack an egg, we can't make a cake, okay? Am I making sense here?
That you are.
Yes.
So until we learn how to play together with the people that we're supposed to be playing with, we don't deserve to be able to talk about what the optimal positions are. Awesome. Let's go on to this next fight here. You guys have a really hard recontest, but it's OT. So we have Bomb, we have Dragon. Do we even need to talk about ults here? I feel like talking about ults is like, I don't know. I don't know. We don't need to talk about ults yet. We're not gonna talk. They have nothing though, so we should have a huge advantage. Force Monkey, I like that. Standing in Dragon, fuck. Big Bomb. Their core is actively taking the least optimal angle possible. I love that for them. You know, God forbid they ever try to fight high ground here when they have all of the map control and you guys are regrouping.
Anarchy, that's something I wanted to talk to you about there. If you mind going back 5 seconds.
I'm going back. Going to Anarchy Pov. Reloading. Shoot. He's in there like swimwear! Holy shit! Okay, I mean, do we really need to talk about it? I don't know what advantage you saw there, Anarchy, but I think in hindsight, we can all say that wasn't worth going in off of, right?
In those situations there, just like, you gotta chill, and you almost had window up too.
Oh, hey, it's fine, that's fine. I think.
No, I know. I get that. I just need to reiterate.
Anarchy, I'm so sorry. That's unfortunate. Wait, they won this fight. How'd they win this one? Whoa. I wasn't paying attention. I thought you guys had this. All right, we're going to go over this fight, and then I'm going to give you guys time to breathe before your event, okay? Especially since it's streamed. Make sure before the event, I know I'm not your coach or anything.
Water.
But you guys better go get a fucking big jug of water, all right? Don't chug water. Don't chug the water. Don't have a fucking seizure, okay? But don't get over full either. Just make sure you're hydrated, stretch, right? Literally go just walk around your room, do a couple laps.
Rub one out, take a shower.
Yeah, whatever your pre-game ritual is, have one and do it every time.
Make sure you
Okay,
have
that's
some amount of carbs in your body.
No.
you know, I don't know much about food science.
I think
If you're
energy
trying
has
to
the
carb
energy
load,
drink.
yeah,
Energy drinks count as
whatever
carbs.
works for
They're
you. Works.
like sugars of some sort, you know.
Sugar
You
helps
know.
your brain work as well too.
Yeah.
What is the High School Musical quote? Just get your head in the game. You know.
Yeah.
Listen to music.
Okay.
Music's good.
Why is Icarus not fucking full HP here? This makes me upset. This makes me mad. Why are we not topping him off? Come on. I get it. He might not LOS you. He might not do that. Comma butt. If he, I don't know. This is sloppy. This is sloppy. This is actively putting yourself at a disadvantage before the fight even starts. Look, you guys have crazy advantage here. Look at the different angles they're giving to you. They're literally saying, nope, we're going to play in a straight line away from the objective. You guys can have every single flank. You guys can have every single high ground, every single off angle, and we're not going to stop you. But we choose to give them a little bit of an advantage by making our boy go in half. Not half, but a quarter down. And look, he just gets shield bashed and he has to leave. Oh, and he burns recall and he's not even full HP. Okay, that's this. This is lazy. This is lazy. This is lazy. That's what I want to call it. This isn't macro. This is just us being forgetting about the simple things. Literally, not even buying eggs before we made the cake. Felicity's not respecting their angles enough. That was one issue I saw. Just then, I mean, if I watch first person, I'm assuming everybody here made mistakes because there's no reason why we should have lost this fight. So single-handedly, especially if we had the ult advantage coming into it, right? If we are actively ult tracking, which I know I said I wasn't going to talk about, we should know. Hold on. We should know that we have button, and they have button. Okay, so the last thing we want to do is give their Ana time to get her button, right? So we need to either plan to blow up their monkey and kill him, or we use maybe a dragon to hinder monkey LOS when he tries to commit so that we're able to kill him and they don't farm nano off of it. We need to be thinking about, hey, Diva can play extra aggressive with bomb, right? And then she can send it afterwards. But when we don't do those things at all, it makes me a little upset because then we play a regular fight, make mistakes, and then try to use our ults to bail us out, right? Which is not optimal. Like I said, it's really hard for me to come up with a coaching method of explaining to you guys why your plan is bad if I don't think we had a plan to begin with, which I don't think we did. If we did, tell me what it was now and correct me. But I don't think we did. Okay, I just wanted to make the point. All right. So we walk out here. Let's slow it down. Slow it down here. Go play by play. We walk it down here. Felicity is shooting the guy, but you're not respecting their LOS, so they put you to sleep. And they're about to deal all of your armor from something. I don't know what it was, but you took a lot of burst damage because you weren't respecting their angles. You can do the exact same amount of damage to the monkey from like right here. Right here, you already know this, and because even after you got slept, you didn't leave the angle, right? So then it forces your bomb, and that's like fucked. Our Hanzo isn't actively taking angles against their backline. That's like literally free right here. Our Alari is not taking angles. Our Baptiste is not taking angles.
I'm
Alari,
taking angles.
Alari took an angle. Rip the goat. Delphi forgot about Raijin, so he died to a dynamite. Unlucky, right? Like, there's just mistakes on all ends. Okay, well, that fight really wasn't that bad macro-wise. I just think we came in without a plan, made silly mistakes, and lost it. That's all right. So, if we do move forward with playing this comp in the future, the takeaways that I want from this is not, you guys suck, you guys all freaking noobs, whatever. I want you to take away that identifying what your job is as your character is just as important as doing it well, okay? So as long as we can all go into these comps understanding what our jobs are, right? Extending from like, you know, Icarus, if Icarus feels alone, Anarchy, you can reach out to Anarchy and say, hey, Let's do this. Anarchy the other way around. If Icarus doesn't, if you don't see Icarus actively trying to contest space with the Tracer, right? You go, hey Tracer, let's go see if we can fight this angle here. I am not a big proponent of IGLs in Overwatch. I'm not a big NA comp kind of guy. I think that everybody's brain probably works just about as everybody else's. You know, maybe the tank can lead like the tempo, but you know, small things like this. The tank shouldn't be telling you what to do, right? The Baptiste shouldn't be telling Alari and Tracer to go flank, right? These are things that you guys know how to do your own job better than the people IGLing. So actively take a part in the comms and try to peer pressure your teammates into doing the right things, right? So I think if you guys do that all around with this comp again in the future and then in this next game here, you guys will kick ass. Also, remember our 3-2-1s. Our 3-2-1s. This will be really important for our game because I know tensions will be high and we'll be trying to coordinate stuff. Remember, for our 3-2-1s, if it doesn't actively affect somebody else's decision making, do not 3-2-1. It just clutters comps. Okay. So those are going to be the two big takeaways I think you guys will need for this next game. Ask yourself, what is your job? What can we do to win this, right? What does our comp do into their comp? What's our win condition with that, right? Actively doing the compositional analysis in your head before the fight starts, you know, and then coming up with a plan for it then. That's going to be the most important thing here. I think that's the biggest problem. Is that we have a bit of a lack of direction. But yeah, besides that, you guys are going to be spick and span for this tournament. I believe in you guys. Y'all got this. Any other questions before we wrap things up?
No.
Any critiques? Any critiques for this guy who for this random dude who showed up and started cooking y'all? Any critiques for him?
Dry ice has big PP.
Bro, spent too much time with Aiden. He do 2-hour VOD reviews.
Dude, I miss Aiden. I haven't talked to him in so long. It's probably my fault though, because I vacationed our chess game. So
yeah, he's mad about that.
He's probably mad about that. I should restart up the chess game. Fuck. All right. Well, hey, you guys are gonna kick ass tonight. Send me the stream. I'll be your biggest supporter in chat.
Yeah, I can link you the stream right now if you want to come by and watch.
Tranquility GG2.
Let's go. You guys send me that, and I'll be excited to support you guys. You guys have a good one though. I think if you guys have any other questions though, obviously hit me up. I'm doing this for free because I'm trying to get better. You know, so it literally any question that you guys ask that make me scratch my head are the best ones. So yeah, any questions that you guys have, please feel free to hit me up. I can add all you guys now if you want. Add me, you don't want to, I don't care. It's great meeting you guys. Good luck on your tournament though.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
God, you're so handsome.
God, you guys have a great one.